What's up, everybody? It's CSAP, your common sense American Patriot. Hey, tonight I am going to go over a very special person. This guy right here, Representative Brian Sims from Pennsylvania. This guy's out there being a white knight for women's rights, yet he's out there bullying women and children who are women, little girls. And I'm going to expose him right now for the hypocrite, the liar, the doxer, the inciting violence that this man is. Just like the entire Democrat Party. It's BS, and I'm going to expose this guy right now. I am a real American. Alright, so I've pieced together 4 different videos today that I'm going to break down with you. And I want to show most of it in the entirety. So this video is going to be a little bit long, but I want you to see exactly what kind of person this guy is. What kind of liar, hypocrite, inciting violence, bully this man is. So let's start with this very first clip here. It's about a minute and a half long. Normally I commentate through it, but for the most part I'm going to let it run because this guy, he says it all for me. I'm just going to kind of talk about it at the end or little big parts that happen. So let's start with this first video right here.
Representative Brian Sims here, and I am outside the Planned Parenthood at
and 3 kids there praying for aborted babies. So he's going to come over here and harass them.
A bunch of protesters. A bunch of pseudo-Christian protesters who've been out here shaming young girls for being
got a lady with
so here's the deal.
3 high school looking girls, 4 high school, 3 high school looking girls.
So I'm
going to donate to Planned Parenthood. I'm going to donate to Planned Parenthood. So look, a bunch of white people standing out in front of a Planned Parenthood, shaming people. There's nothing Christian about what you're doing. Nothing Christian at all about what you're doing.
I gotta pause it right there. I like how he goes, these white people, they're shaming, and that one girl says, I'm the farthest thing from white. That's pretty funny. But again, these ladies, they're out there just praying for babies. That's the religion. And I'm not a religious person at all, but that's a religious beliefs, and they're out there doing it. And they have all the right to do that. They're praying for what they believe is human beings being aborted. So let's continue the video here.
Nothing Christian.
Now he moves on to this guy. Just listen to how he talks to this guy.
$100 to anybody who will identify who this. $100. See if you got some friends out here. $100. It'd be easier if you just.
And I want to point that out too. He's saying, I'll give $100 to anybody who doxes these people. So essentially, those were little high school girls and a mother with kids. I'm assuming one of them's their kids or friends. But he's offering people $100 for these people to dox them so people can go to their homes and protest them at their homes. This guy is insane. Absolutely insane. So now just watch what he says to this guy. Just watch how he talks to this guy.
Give me your name and your address.
Rich,
come on.
Rich Behind Street.
Rich, where you from?
Langsdale.
Rich, what makes you think that it's your job to tell women what's right for their bodies? And the truth is, I'm not really asking because I don't care. Shame on you.
I'm just going to cut it there because that's what I wanted you to hear. I don't care. Shame on you. It's funny because he's like, who gives you the rights to tell what women can do? Yet he's over there campaigning for what women can do. Like, you're talking out the side of the neck. These women and this man believe in what they believe, and you believe in what you believe. However, you're approaching them very aggressively, and you're asking your followers to dox these people. And let me tell you, the loony left, you know what's going to happen if they find these people's addresses. They're going to go and destroy their cars, their home, potentially physical violence against these people. And you are inciting this, sir. You are a despicable human being, but that is what the Democrat Party is all about. It's all about lies, violence, and hate. They say the right's all about hate. These people take the cake without a doubt. Let's get on to the next video here. Okay, this second video is 8 minutes long, but I'm going to cut it into 3 different segments. I'm going to get to the main points that this guy does. So for the first minute 30, I just want you to listen to this man harassing this lady. This is the video that blew up on this guy because he harassed this lady for 8+ minutes. So we're going to do the first minute and a half here, and I'm going to break it down from there, and then we'll watch the other portions of it. So let's go here. Here's Mr. Brian Sims again.
Hi, everyone. Representative Brian Sims here, and I'm once again out in front of Planned Parenthood of Southeastern Pennsylvania. It's not only in my district, it's the most heavily protested Planned Parenthood, I believe, in the country. And today's protester, now, she is an old white lady who's going to try to avoid showing.
Why does it got to be an old white lady? Like, why?
But the same.
It's funny because the Dems always he's just messing with her right here, so that's why I'm kind of commentating over it. But why?
And so my hope is
they always say, the Democrats always say, oh, race, the race is right, the race is white, but
telling people
it's
what's
always
right
the
for their
Democrats
bodies.
that are bringing up
So I have a
race.
couple questions for you, man.
So look at them just antagonizing this poor lady that's just out there with her right to protest what she thinks
how many children have you clothed today?
It's not right.
How about how many children have you put shoes on their feet today? Have you fed any children today, or have you just stood out in front of a Planned Parenthood
how many
shaming
kids
people for something that they have a constitutional right to do? Huh? If you're here about the children, you can pray at home for children. It's probably the same place that you could feed a child, but you're not. Instead,
I don't even know what the guy is
shaming
really talking
people for
about here.
something that they have
But
a
at the 1:30 mark
right
is
to
when
do.
I'm going to really
Who would
break
have
down what
thought
he
that
says
an old
here.
white lady would be out in front of a Planned Parenthood telling people what's right for their bodies? Shame on you. Shame on you for hiding your face at the same time that you're shaming other people.
She's not hiding her face.
Again, the
You're
same
a big
laws
ass
that protect
dude,
me
all up in her
protect
business.
you, and that's okay. You're allowed to be out here. That doesn't mean that you have a moral right to be out here.
I'm going to pause there. You don't have a moral right to be out there. So what, you're the morality police now? Who says that she doesn't have the moral right? Who cares? That's her God-given right to go out there with free speech in America to protest what she believes is killing babies based on a religion. So who are you to tell people who's moral right? Like I said, this goes on for 8+ minutes. So I'm going to cut to the next segment and break that part down. Okay, so this guy is on 4 minutes now. So he's been 4 minutes straight of harassing this poor lady. So let's start here. And I'm just going to, this one's only about 40 seconds I want to play and then show you what he does here. Disgusting. This man's disgusting. I have my don't tread on me flag up for a reason here. And I'm going to point it out right after
doing the right
this
thing. Let's
segment
keep walking down the block. We can talk about this. We can talk about your Christian faith, about how your Christian faith believes in shaming people, about how your Christian faith believes in telling people that you know what's right for their bodies, about how your Christian faith tells you that you know what's right for their families.
Okay, look how he's right up against her, all up in her personal space. And so that's why I mentioned the don't tread on me flag. I'm going to mention it just here, and then I'm going to mention it again on the next one. And I'm going to show you and tell you why. But this guy just gets me so angry and so mad.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
Camera out of my face.
No. The same rights that allow you to be out here allow me to be out here.
They are the
Shame
same
on you.
rights.
You have a problem protesting in public? Don't protest in public. If you know who this woman is, and if you can give me her address, we'll protest out in front of her home.
Right there again, asking his followers to dox this poor lady. And you know again what these crazy leftists will do. They will go to her house, harass her family, her friends, her neighbors. They will do some disgusting things to this poor lady. He is inciting violence. He should be arrested for this, in all honesty. He's doxing. I don't know if there's actual laws against doxing, but he is inciting violence by doing this. So let's move on to the next part of the clip, and then I'm really going to bring up why I have that flag up tonight. Okay, look at the timestamp down there. We're at 7.5 minutes that this man has been harassing her. This is why I pointed out my don't tread on me flag, and I'm gonna say it how it is right here. So
in Pennsylvania, they have to deal with people like this every single day.
This man's
they deal with people out here
compared to
every
this
single day
lady.
telling others what's right for their bodies. But we're not going to let them.
I'm gonna pause it right there. It could be due to the angle, but he's a pretty good-sized man. And this is, you can tell she's not a very tall, elderly lady. And this guy has been in her grill, up in her personal space, right in front of her for 8 minutes. I put up the don't tread on me flag because I would dare you to get up into my space like that. But you wouldn't do that. And I know you wouldn't, because you're going to go out there and do it to an old lady because you are a bully. Bullies pick on old ladies like that. They wouldn't step up to another man like that. You wouldn't step up in my face like that and bump into me and put your phone in my face and get away with it. We would have more than just words, because at that point you assaulted me and I'm defending myself. But you would never come up to me and do that, and you wouldn't do it to anybody else. But you'd go out there to women, children, and this old lady. You're a coward, a bully, and you incite violence. And you should be all over the internet, and I hope this gets shared even more so everybody can see what kind of bully and big man you are that's championing you're white knighting for these women's rights, but you're out here bullying women. You would never do this to a grown man your own size. Okay, this clip's going to be pretty short because it doesn't need to go very long to call this guy out for the hypocrite he is. So let's start right here.
Every organization that has looked at the effects of bullying tell us that they last a lifetime and that they stay with you.
I'm going to pause it right there. You hypocrite. You are such a hypocrite. Talking about bullying it lasts a lifetime. How do you think those women and children that you first went up to and approached them aggressively, bullying them, putting them on camera, putting them all over your live feed? You're a representative. Your feed goes far and wide. You don't think that bullying is going to affect them? You don't think they're going to school every day and people know where they were at and that what you did to them? How about that old lady that you were in her face for 8+ minutes? You don't think that's going to affect her for the rest of her life? A grown-ass man your size, all up in her personal space, bumping into her with the camera in her face. She was probably petrified because you are a big man, all up in her business. You're a hypocrite, a liar who incites violence, just like every other person in the Democrat Party. Okay, this last video here is his apology. The most unsincere apology ever given. I want you to watch it in the entirety. I'm not even going to speak for it because, again, this guy speaks for himself. He does nothing but make excuses for what he does. And, again, the most unsincere apology ever.
Hi everyone, Representative Brian Sims here, and I'm actually up in our Capitol for this week's legislative session, but I stepped off the floor for a moment because I've received a lot of feedback about a video I posted last week, and I want to provide some background. You see, I've lived across the street or next door to this particular Planned Parenthood, one of the most heavily protested Planned Parenthoods in America, for the last 15 years. I've seen men and women and teens try to go there for routine health care, for checkups, for pap smears, for breast exams, for STD screenings, and yes, for abortions. In fact, it's where I even treat for my own life-saving PrEP medication, and I'm grateful for the services that they provide. I've also spent the last 7 years serving as a volunteer patient escort at this Planned Parenthood. And I have seen firsthand the insults, the slurs, the attacks, and the racism that those protesters aim at mostly young girls going there for clinical care. Care that those of us on the outside can never understand. And last week was no different. What I should have shown you in that video was protesters gathered together to pray at, not to silently pray for, people coming in and out of Planned Parenthood as they intercepted them and harassed them. In my years with Planned Parenthood, I've seen women and girls circle that block 2, 3, 4 times before finally driving away because they know that they weren't going to get in because of those protesters. But as a Planned Parenthood volunteer and as a supporter, I fully understand, respect, and appreciate the non-engagement policy that they have, and I would never want to do anything that interfered with the care that they're providing to their patients. As an activist and an advocate, I know why pushing back against harassment and discrimination are a must, even when they're uncomfortable. But last week, I wasn't a patient escort. I was a neighbor and a concerned citizen, and I was aggressive. I know that 2 wrongs don't make a right, and I can do better, and I will do better for the women of Pennsylvania.
So there it is, folks. There's Representative Brian Sims in his full. I got all the clips of all the garbage he's been doing the past couple weeks, plus his hypocrisy with the bullying affects people. Yes, it does. And you're out there bullying women and children. So check it out. I want you to share this video far and wide so every person can see the face of the Democrat Party. This man is the epitome of what the Democrats are. They try to make victims everywhere and then pretend they're like the saviors. At the same time, they're attacking the same victim group that they're pretending to save. A bully, violence, race baiters, that's all the Democrats are. I want this to go wide. Everybody show your friends, your families. Down in my comment section, I'm going to leave the links to everywhere you can reach this man at. Call him, blow him up on Twitter, do everything you can. Let everybody know to call this bully, this inciting violence to dox women and children, disgusting. Share this far and wide. This man is a disgusting person, and so is the Democratic Party. This is truly the Democratic Party. This is what they believe in. This is how they act. And that's all you need to know. This man sums it up of who and what the Democrats are about. Anyhow, I love you guys. Please leave your comments. Please subscribe and share this. Get everybody onto this. Let everybody know what is going on out there. I love you guys. And I love this country.